Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a Friday stream. It's not usual. Thank you for the follow. It's not usually the day I'm streaming on, but I had to do something yesterday, so we're streaming today. We're gonna be working on the dungeon again. I've done some behind the scenes work. I've done a lot of work, to be honest. So I think everything before the last part is done. Of course, we still have to test it, but you can see everything's hooked up. We have all the frog ports installed, as you can see here. In a way, I do want to add some more grassy areas, but I've decided to only do that on the lower part, like here, or like maybe I want to add some in here in the corner, but we can always add those later if we want to. Today we're going to be working on this little corner here, which is going to be quite the... Because I want to do something... I want to do a little mini boss fight, which needs to be something that we need to test out. And then we need to figure out what item we want to give people. So, boss fight, the key we've already done, I've already done the key. So we'll kind of figure out how many spawners I want in this room. I think 1 will be enough. From what I've seen, 2 is doable, but it's quite difficult with the minimal gear. What's this dungeon for? One day I hope it to be on the server so that people can run it. So that people like I don't know. I think Stam's already shown some interest in running it, and like seeing how far they can get into it. I still need to figure out a lot of the end fight bits, but once I get it done, once I have it done, I am going to start working towards it on the server, because I do want it to be in there faster than I want it to be earlier than not, right? I think this will be my my first big project on the server. Greetings as well. Welcome in. Okay, so let's see. I think, how are we gonna dress this? Because I do want this room to be a little more interesting than just a rectangle. I do like the idea of adding some chests in. We're gonna add some pots in as well that people can break. But let's see, some mechanics. What are some mechanics we can play with? So they're gonna have a key when they get in here, so they can open this door, which we want to make a little harder on them. So maybe we add, I don't know, I like the idea of obstructing their pathway a little bit. So we do that. A bit like the Minecraft dungeons do with the grates. We can do something very similar over here. So I've got a couple of save rooms. Like, technically, if you still have things spawning, they will get to you either way, because they'll follow you around. I don't mind this being a safe room, but technically this would be your safe room, because I'm not gonna put spawners in the chest room. This is gonna be your mini boss fight. For the people who are not who don't play Zelda games, this is heavily based on a Zelda type dungeon. So you're gonna have a mini boss fight and then a boss fight as well. They can pick up food to regen along the dungeon. They can get a lot more in there as well. Main base or something? No, it's not a base, it's a dungeon. It's a mini game basically. Mechanical saw swings. You could do mechanical saw swings toward you. Yeah, I do want to keep. I've thought about that, and I really like the idea of adding create more into the dungeons. But in a way, this is gonna be the first dungeon that they play. I do want to make more, right? I want to make like your first dungeon that is going to be basically a way of you getting to know what this thing is or what it is. It's going to give you some basic gear like an iron sword and a shield, right? And then I don't want it to be very technical. I want it to be fairly easy that people can run it. People can run it either way. I think I'm going to keep mechanical saws and swings and stuff like that for the second dungeon, if that makes sense. But we could add create elements. That's true. We could do that. What create elements would be good? What would be good? Create parkour. Oh, that's actually really cool. So instead of the walls, we make this like a pit of lava maybe, and we extend the floor basically. Is that what you mean? Because I like that idea. So we'll do a rotating room. That's also a good idea, but I think this room doesn't really lend it to it. I like the rotating room. I'll keep that in my back pocket. Definitely keep that in my back pocket. But I like the idea of this being just. Let me get some. Roll that in here. Let's do that. Replace air. Boom. And then over here we'll have a little platform on both ends. And then we just add some create bits and bobs. I like that. And then we can like raise the chest in the air. That they, like a barrel that they need to reach. That's good. How are we gonna do this though? Because we could do mechanical pistons. They are gonna. No, they don't. They won't have any projectiles, so I can't really do a target, which would be cool. I mean, we could do the basic like moves in, moves out kind of thing. That the floor kind of moves in and out like that. So let's say we do that. I'll take a mechanical piston. I don't really have the space for it though, because these jumps need to be possible. Let's say, do we have anything that's like? Let's do that. We'll do. Is this jumpable? Oh, easy. Of course, if you need to time it. So that's one, right? What if... you could do a normal floor where you jump, but use the block for windmills to make it like something swinging around. That's also true. So basically a windmill bearing. And like put it here. Let me get some power in. And then we need to glue it all together, of course. Oh. Oh, it doesn't. It needs cell blocks. Right. I mean, can't I just use a mechanical bearing then? instead of a windmill bearing. Mechanical bearing. I mean, it's a bit fast, but let's do 8. Still fast, but oh. I mean, it's definitely doable. Like, you could get on here and then... Ooh, I like that, actually. And then you could do... How far does this one come out? Oh, shouldn't have done that. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I would want these to spin the opposite way. Right? Right, let's do 8 again. No, that's the same direction. We want this to go the opposite direction. Right? Yeah. I mean, they're never gonna line up though. Okay, we should remember to jump. Let's do that. We get close, and then we can move on to here and that works. Hello there, Egg. Happy to meet you. How was your day so far? May I ask you what you call it? My day was good. My back's been bothering me for a while now, but it's fine. But what we're creating is a dungeon for the other people on the Create server to play, basically. Parkour, yes. Parkour. What if they need to jump to that one block? Is that possible? Oh, it is. It's easy to overshoot though, but what if I do this? I don't want it to be too hard, but might as well, right? Woo! We'll get better soon. Might suggest a heated blanket. Yeah, no, I'm good. I've got all the care that I need. Thank you for the worries though. And then this one, I think. Okay, that's good. At the end, you have a trap that kills them and steal all the precious precision mechanisms. No. That's, first of all, that's just evil. Second of all, people are not gonna bring their own items into this dungeon. All the gear that they run the dungeon with is gonna be gear that they get into the dungeon. Can I give an example of that? Oh yeah, I can. Like, welcome into the dungeon for people who haven't seen what we're working on, right? This is the main room, right? We have some tunnels going left, right, and center. That's the entrance. And then if you get over here, right, you gotta do a puzzle to get over here, and that's like a big chest. And in this big chest, people are gonna get a shield, right? All the items that they get to keep will have mending on them, so that they don't break during the dungeon. Payments for entry and a slot machine at the end to have a chance to win double. That's something that I want to do. I have this sneaky thing set up, right? Is that, or did I reset it? I think I reset it. Come on. There we go. We have this sneaky guy that sells enchantments for your gear. And so they need to have bricks. So every pot that they break, they need to save the bricks. Otherwise, they won't be able to buy it. Part of the parkour for better loot. That's kind of what I want to do over here. So maybe we close the door, right? Maybe we close this door and they need to reach a button over here before they can open it. Something like that. Maybe that's a good idea. Let's do... Make them think that they can make this jump, but they first have to go here, then there. Yeah, so I would do a timer, of course. Of course we'll do a timer. Kind of want to lead them around. Like, they cannot make that jump, but what if they... Oh no, then they're just going to go right like that. Because if you get here, you get on here, door's closed, you jump... Can you make that? That's harsh. Yeah, you can't. You cannot make that jump. Oh, a puzzle room with a quiz. That's something I'm gonna keep in mind for the other one. I have a puzzle already. I've got a song puzzle. Got a song puzzle already. Wait. Some values on speed controllers. If set correctly, the parkour is possible. If not... Ooh, that's actually a good idea. And it doesn't really have to be... Is there anything else that you can set a value of? Because what you could do, technically, right, is... It doesn't have to be value. It doesn't have to be a speed controller, right? You could literally make a code lock with these guys. So let's say we do this, right? And then they need to set a number on every of these. So let's say we have barrels on top of them. I mean, we're gonna do it over there, right? Boom, boom, boom. So that's gonna be our lock, basically. So we'll do barrel, barrel, barrel. Barrel, barrel, barrel. And then it's... I mean, that's possible. We can do that. Let's see. Can I figure this out? Pulse extender. These are all going to be locked, of course. Do 10 ticks should be fine. Have a hidden button like spruce on spruce plank. Yeah, that one's very hidden. I would do like a normal button. I probably would set it like right there so that they kind of have to reach and not fall off. I don't want this room to kill them though, so I think I'm gonna do backflowing water so they have to climb up, and I will only have ladders over here. Just backflowing water is already gonna be a pain in the butt. Okay, so we have anywhere between 64, right? And they have to do exactly like, let's say 9, 32, 9, 57, and 1. And then they hit the button, and if those items are correct, the count of the items in the barrels is correct, that means we get an output. Otherwise, we don't. Isn't that the best combination lock? That's actually a really good combination lock for like anything. Because they're not able to guess it, right? We do need threshold switches on these, and then boom, boom, boom. No, we can't. Oh, this is a lot more annoying. Let's do a layer of chutes below this. So that we can put the barrels a little lower, and that way we have space. Nice, millions of combinations. Exactly. So they have to find the clues. Otherwise, this is not something you can guess. Of course, we could do all the funny numbers, but that wouldn't be cool, would it? Okay, so that's threshold switches, and here we just set to items, and we set them at the code that we want it to be. I think that's pretty solid. I have to go now. Have the rest of the day. Take care. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend. Oh, but that's the funny thing. It would reset itself, right? So let's say we have a button over here. Now let's do this, right? Let's get a stack of items in here. Stack of items in here. A stack of items in here, and a stack of items in here. Then over here we say anything lower than, anything higher than 32. Oh no, that's because anything, they could just set it to max and it would work, because it's not an exact code, right? Because even 32, 35, 36 would work on this situation. With an AND gate? I think you need 2 switches with an AND gate. Yeah, I think so. Already add items in the barrel. If there's items in the hopper above, is it too much? If wait, if it's too little. So basically, what you're saying is set up an inventory sorting system, but that you can only use once. Already add items in the barrel. If there's oh, so yeah, but then resetting would be manual, and I don't want it to be manual. Because what I would do, right? Hack the crafting system to do this? Probably. I probably could. Thank you for the follow. What other blocks do we have? A subscription? You get a nice little, let me pull my microphone down. You can get a nice little, give it a second. Give it a second. There you go. There you go. Thank you for the sub. What is your name? Can it? It won't. Root Development. Welcome for the Prime sub. You get to go in the jar. You get to go in the jar with all the other people. who've subbed. There you go. Is that an is that an absent POS print? It is. It is a point of sale printer. It is. I'm in a jar now. Yay, exciting. Yeah, so all the subs get printed out. Once I have YouTube subs, I'm gonna try and figure it out for YouTube, but YouTube is a lot more difficult on their API. And my automation software does not yet... No. My automation software supports it. YouTube just is weird. And it just doesn't give out all the information that I need to do it. How can we do a combination lock with YouTube? Wait, smart observers only look at items, right? But you can't really, yeah, no, you can't really do anything with that. This is a difficult one. So let's do some Googling together. For this, might be that this would be the case, yeah. Might have to do it. Might have to Google. Is that? Oh. Okay. Huh. I also like the idea of not using an item lock, right? But having people decide the rotation of their own platforms. The only thing is you can only change the rotation of your platform in another part of the dungeon. Right? That's also something that I think would be funny. Like you have to be up here, for instance, and you have two rotational speed controllers in here, and here you can change the rotation of the platforms. Nixie tubes detect. Oh yeah, they do. Oh, so technically we could do some of these guys. And then do they not? That's 14. We could do something with that. And then we just have to set, do we have a... Why are we overcomplicating it? Yeah, true. That is true. Do we have something that something that detects comparator? Yeah. Yeah, but then it's gonna get bulky. Because these are just gonna give out output, what? 4, 14, 8? But then we're at the same problem. We need to give ourselves space to do this. Because what you could do is have every comparator tested with another one, right? That's gonna be annoying. Because you could do, and then input another, put this on subtraction. No, wait. Yeah, put that on subtraction and then see what it does. But then we cannot put them next to each other. Then we would have to have a block in between every time. 2 blocks, because you need to get a chest in there as well. Or whatever. Yeah. You have wireless redstone. But still, ooh. Wait, does that does that also give out let's give out, let's do, because I want to see if this also transits the power of the line, or is it just the 15 signal? Oh, it does give out. So if I do that, oh right, you can't use glue. Can't use glue. Let's do an XC tube. Oh, dude. Yes, please. Thank you. I would have never thought about that. Let's get some blocks that we can use as indicators. We'll do pillars of every color 1. We have this thing on the server that every person has their indicator, so that our redstone signals do not intertwine. And so I have stairs, that's my indicator. So all my redstone links are gonna use stairs. If you see redstone links in here, it's always a stair in there. So that's why I'm always using stairs and a bunch of random blocks. Okay, we are gonna build a little platform. Let's do it Mumbo style and use wool. And this is gonna be our input. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's our inputs, right? Do that. This will have our redstone links on there in the same order. Boom and boom. Mumbo style, yeah. He's the first guy that I noticed that always uses wool, and so I've always called it Mumbo style. Okay, so we've got 3 outputs. All of these are gonna be for, this one should be 14, and this one should be 8. Beautiful. And then we can do comparator, 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 comparator. Set that to subtract. And then we'll get one of these, and then we could do technically, let's say this one is 4. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if I go back 1, hello Yummy, welcome in. Huh. Oh, dude, yes. That's, oh yay, yay! I'm happy, 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 happy. So that's that. And then we can just set the code down here, right? With these levers, which technically we could also put Nixie tubes on. Another idea is a slime piston that would launch the player to a higher level if the goal was to get to a lower level of the puzzle. Yeah, that's also a good idea. One on each side, bigger with a NOT gate. Yeah, but this is fine as well. How is your brain today? My brain's fine. We're redstoning today. We're getting some old school redstone in with some Create additions. Checking the signal is not too strong. That's pretty easy. I mean, I was just gonna do, if you need an 8, right? I was just gonna subtract. If I need an output of 8, I just set this one to 7. Right? The 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then this one will output 1, right? I was just gonna do that and then have a block here and send it down the line. I was just gonna do that because now that's powered. Let's say I need a 9, so we'll do 8. That one's gonna unpower, right? What if the user inputs 9? Oh, yeah. That's true. You're smart. How would I do that? Redstone on top of the block with a redstone torch? What? So here? The redstone torch on top? Wait. Wait. A redstone on top of the block you're standing on with a redstone torch. Oh, like this. Is this what you mean? Another subtractor? We could do another subtractor. That is true. Could do that. But so what you're saying now, if they input 9, you can post it if you've got a schematic or like a little. I need building help. Post your questions, Yummy. Post your questions. That? No. If you have ideas of if you have a schematic on what this is, post it in the Discord, please. So, but point to top of the redstone into a block with a torch on that block, like this. Like this? Or like that? No, under it. Huh? Torch on top of the block. Here. Redstone there. And then, oh, and then if they do 9, this locks. This goes out, right? I mean, if you just make it in and send a screenshot, that's fine as well. But then this one's 7. I need to figure out how. Okay, let's do this for now, so we don't get an output here. Let's set a manual output. So that we can change the outputs here and we don't have to go up every time. So now this is set to 4 and this is set to 7. So if I do 8, 9, that one goes out. That's true. And then we can check back with that. Huh. Weird. But Root, if you have a picture, then that would help. I'm not gonna jump into voice chat because I do think that we can circle back. Okay. While we do that, we'll get back working on this, right? I do like the idea of having the chain, the speed controls over here, for both. Let's do nope. Let's do this. Any chain writing and then this tension? Not yet. Not yet. What about a sticky piston that interrupts the signal if it's too high? That was what I was thinking. But that would still, like, kind of need this, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So this is going to be input. We'll get that input from, probably from here, right? Or from there. Boom. And then we're going to take output from here and have it all the way go down over there, which is easy enough. Like that. And then we'll encase this in some beautiful bricks so that people don't get too much light into this. Oh no, we do need to have these ones exposed. Alright, casings, where are you? Okay, so that's our that's our two outputs for here. Alright, let's set these. They can also change directions, which I think is also kind of funny, because that means they will have to go back throughout the entire dungeon. Boom, 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 boom. I think we're level. Yeah. Beautiful. Now you go there. That means we get some nice. Let's do temporarily. We do that. Does that also mean that I can control these separately? I can. Nice. And then it's just a matter of getting these down. I think. Let's do these first. And I might actually want to put this behind the wall, so we'll get rid of this one. And let's do that way. I can hide it behind the wall so that they can't really stand on the wall. We do want 5 of these. Going like that. Oh, this is gonna be. I'll probably erase this with some stairs. Because otherwise that's gonna be annoying. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that. Let's get you on there. Get rid of you. Get some glue. Glue, 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 glue. Let's get rid of those selections. Let's do that. That. I missed half of it. Boom. Okay, so those work. And then it's just a matter of bringing this one down and over. Sure. It's about as perfect as we can be. There we go. Yeah, and then that way they can't really. Okay. That's good. It's gonna come out here though. And maybe we do want to extend it like. Maybe we do want to extend it out a little more so that they do have the space. Because what happens now is they don't have anywhere to stand on. Or we add a block right here. That way they have to get there. Set it to, I liked 8 the best. Whoa! Okay, we can't get on here. I mean, if you set it to really slow, then yeah, that's gonna work out. And then over here, we can kind of take away everything, technically. Because from here on out, you kind of wait until it gets back to you. Oh, that's gonna, ooh. That's not the easiest jump to make. Because it takes away all your momentum. I like it. Okay, so now we have to do the same for this guy. We'll do that. And this set. Whoever told me the idea of adding rotating platforms, it was a good idea. I like it. And then the same over here. I'll probably add some of this, not the we'll do the scaffolding. That's probably gonna add some brass scaffolding, like right there. Oh, that's gonna, okay, they're not gonna like that jump. I like it. Okay, let's see if we can do the same here. Because I think if you have it rotate the other way around, it's easier. Okay, it didn't come. Okay. Okay, I'm stupid. So it rotates there, and then it does 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need to make that jump. Okay. I like it. They're also gonna have no idea what way it's rotating. Okay. I think I'm gonna change these out for scaffolding as well, because I like the idea of like having floating scaffolding. Now, for this one, I kind of want to jump here first. Because you can't make that jump, but I think you can make this one easily, and then this one. Yeah, these are fairly easy. But then we do, boop. No, oh, come on. Don't forget to change the, oh wait, can you color those? I forgot that was a feature. What color do we want? Do we want yellow or lime? I think if we're going with the brass, yellow is gonna be our best option, I think. But it's gonna be on stone walls, right? So we might might want to do something that's very contrasty. Rainbow would be cool. It would be cool, but can you? Is it shift to do an individual one, or are they always gonna? No, they're always gonna do the same color. Okay, I'll probably keep him red for now. This is one heck of room. I guess you can't do the yeah, no, I think yeah. Let's do. I think that will be deep enough, right? A pinged you. Let's see. Let's see. So we have those, and then oh, you're doing that? That's smart, and it makes sense that I would not have thought of that. Because I'm not that smart. So what they're doing, let me see. Okay, so we get rid of all of this, right? You're saying this is your input, right? So that we already have. I'm trying to look at it from my side. And then you're going redstone dust here. That. Oh, come on. That. And then redstone torch here, and then this would be your output, I guess. Now if I go over, let's say I input 12, this one's on. Wait, what? Huh. Wouldn't your output be, huh? Is this your output, or what are we doing? This one has to be off. The redstone link has to be off, okay. But wouldn't it then be, so if I do that, I could put output here, technically, right? Because now if it's on, so that's over. And then if I do over, it's on, so it needs to be correct, which is 8. It's off. So I could do this, right? Piston to be not powered. Well, now it's not powered, right? Okay, let's get some of this bulk away. Because what I wanted to do is have a torch sitting here and then run a line and have one output. And this is basically going to check if all of these are off, right? The output's going to be on, right? That's kind of what I wanted to do. Okay, cool. Let's get this system in place then. I love that people are smarter than me. Because I would have not thought about this. Boom. People are redstone, dude. That's crazy. I'm all good for like designing quirky mechanics, but if it actually comes to redstoning, it's not my cup of tea, dude. Okay, so that one is correct. No, wait, is it? 3, 1. Yeah, okay, this one is correct. We also need to set this back to Let's read these outputs, because otherwise that's gonna get annoying. So this one needs to be 14. That means this one needs to be set to 13. Boom. And so if we go over 1 or under 1, that means this one's going to turn off. Oh wait, no, I forgot. Wait, did I forget? No, I didn't. No, those are good. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. That. Then this, redstone torch up there, redstone dust up there. Okay. And these are basically our reading modules. They are reading our output or input, and then the output we're gonna do pink. It's gonna be too long, is it? It is. Because that is not gonna reach all the way over here, I think. Oh, it is. Beautiful. Beautiful, because now I can just add one more block in here, or here, and then that's going to be our output. Inverted at the end. Yeah, that's going to be our output. If all of them are on, this one will turn. No, wait. Wait, yes. Is it? Let's set this one to 5, so this one needs to be 6. That means yeah, and then okay, then it open. Wait, no, we don't want it to open up. You want them all off and there. Okay, right. So we need to, technically we need to do this, right? And then have our torches on here. The logic on this is crazy. Oh, it is. No, that's the same thing. It's not. Because then, because if I now do torch here, right? And I do this. Let's just mock it up. This is on, right? When this one turns off, this one will turn on, right? You need either dust plus repair on the 2 torches. I would have just done it like this. Doesn't this work as well? No. Okay, no. I posted another picture. Oh, okay, so you need a torch at every module. Smart. So what you... Oh, dude, that's so much easier. See, this is what I mean with people being smarter than me. So what you are doing is basically do this. We can get rid of those, technically. Like that, and then dusts all around. And then invert it over here. I get it. I get it. I get it. And so now, yeah, wait, that's true. If I change this one, let's say we set this one to incorrect, which means that one of these turns off. Oh yeah, no, that's true. Crack your egg. Oh no, I'm happy to crack my egg. So they all have to be correct for them to so this one needs to be 8, and then okay, that's good. And then over here we'll just paste on another redstone link, and we'll set up a little door over here. Do we want to go up? I probably want to go up, right? I'll probably use the same door that I've used 100 times already, because this one indicates a big chest or a big reward, I would say. If you put a link without torch, it's inverted again. Oh, right, yeah. Of course. So we'll do that. We'll grab some for the top, and then the walls are going to be stone. Okay, let's place them correctly, please. Okay, so that is going to be, and we're going to be able to see the chest over there. So that's good. That's good. And then over here, we'll do, I don't know what I want to do. Maybe some potions. Maybe some potions. Some healing potions, maybe, that I can use in the boss fights. That. Get a floor in place, cause okay. I like the ideas you guys have. You guys should be here a lot more. Over here, I was thinking of adding stairs, right? Yeah. Thank you for the follow. And then this is a boss room or a key room, so we're gonna do the same door we've done in other key rooms, which is that. These 1, 2. Did I do 1 or 2? I think I did 2, right? Oh, it's up. Of course it's up. Unrelated combo. Also, if you are very smart and you may shit the dungeon instead of water to push them, if I'll put them on conveyors, you can turn off the conveyors if you want to manually walk around and reset stuff. See, everything is gonna reset when they enter the dungeon. So I've got some pressure plates with a general thing, and so all the gates that they've opened, the one that I've just manually put down, for instance, right, is also activated by the thing. When's the next video? Next Wednesday. Well, in like next week, the Wednesday. I post videos bi-weekly, so every other week you're gonna get a video out of me. Okay, so it's that, and then 1 on top. I have a full-time job, so I can't really spend a lot of time on making videos. I enjoy making videos, that's why I do it, but still have a full-time job that I need to take care of. So that's gonna be boss room, mini boss room, right? this is gonna be loot, which honestly I kind of like it more when it has a bit more. How do you say that? How did I do it over in this room? Oh, but yeah, so here I'm only, I mean, I could do that as well. Instead of having a little hallway, just have it go into the room immediately and like expand the room to here. That's possible. It's a possibility. But that's gonna make that room huge. That's fine. We'll add some pots as well. Get rid of all of this. Get rid of this as well. To be honest, let's just... Because what I did there was... And then we can add the stuff over here. We'll do that. So what I did was this, and then have... no, we didn't have these, but we had... Where are they? You. And that's gonna get that gate going. That, and then when we put in some archways, that's gonna look a lot better. So if we do this, remember this is gonna be all stone, right? Do I? Let's just go. Let's have it go all the way. Like that. Okay. That's good. That's good. So what were you guys saying about the floor? I was gonna do water, but I mean belts are fine as well. The thing with belts is you can crouch on belts, right? Which, yes, slows you down, but it's a lot easier to get around on belts when you're crouching, right? That. That's gonna give him some depth, right? Slash fill stone 100. Slash wand. Maybe if I know how to type, we can do this correctly. Oh. Slash replace air. Did I just... No, okay. Slash replace air with stone. Select both sides. Oh no, it's fine. Because now I can kind of figure out how this will go. I need to get into the other one. Which, what's it called? The other mod that does a lot of like world generation. I think that's what, no, that one, okay. Axiom, that's the one. Need to get into that. Okay, so what I want to do here is kind of trace out the want to give it kind of the space it needs to rotate, which is not really gonna happen, I see. Yeah, no. How can we hide this? Or do we just let people see the redstone? Because I do want to hide the ugly. I don't want them to come out of the wall. Lava flowing down. Maybe you're onto something. So what you're saying is we could do this technically, and then get some. I'm stuck on them, aren't I? I'm on a whole bunch of painkiller. How about you? Not far off, to be honest. Not too far off. So that, I think that shouldn't be happening, but and then you say lava that's flowing down, which we could do. Gonna take us a couple of buckets of lava, but I mean, we could also do water, probably, right? Let's see if water does the trick. Otherwise, we'll use lava. Because if we do water, yeah, it's too see-through. What other fluids do we have? We have honey. We have chocolate. Let's see if honey does the trick. I think I like that better than lava. Because that kind of matches the thing. Also, how easy is it to walk in honey? Oh, you cannot walk in honey. Okay, that's not an option. Not an option. How about chocolate? Walking in that seems like a pain. Oh, you cannot walk in it. I like chocolate. Let's see, what does chocolate look like? Which one do we like better? Do we like the honey or the chocolate better? Also, how does walking in chocolate? I feel like it's gonna be the same, right? I mean, it's better than the honey, but it's still like... Oh, you can if you're jumping, sure. And then if we're jumping in this just doesn't go that far. I mean, you can swim in it. So let's say we do that, right? Dude. Yeah, no, this is a pain. Hello? If I need to do an entire floor out of honey, it's gonna be a lot of honey. But kind of funny as well. I don't know, which one do you like? That one, not too bad. I like them both. I like them both. And then I'll probably... What is cheaper? I think honey is cheaper. I mean, it has to be, right? Just set up a couple of bees and have it automatically just drain out of the things. Let's do cut deep slate walls on here and on here, just to get that little more of... I can't really do that here though. Or we scoot that up one. We could move all of this one that way. I don't know, I kind of like where it is now though. I'll leave it. Okay, I'll probably change those back then as well. I can live with that imperfection. So we have a code. We now need to hook it up to this door, and then we need to set our keys for that. Or to be able to fill the bottom. I don't want them to die here, because they're going into a boss fight, right? I don't want them to die or take too much damage, because they're going into a mini boss fight. That would be cruel. That's gonna be our roof with this guy, and then we'll probably extend that over here as well. Random dispensers for eggs and a chicken. Trying to find a way to kill the chickens. That might actually be something for another dungeon, but I like the idea. So that's gonna be two rooms, right? Look at parkour, throw them off. Here? Like shoot chickens at them here? No, I think I'm happy with this, because if you're going at it and you're not thinking about it, you're gonna miss this turn. And if we're actually doing a lot, wait, so it's 3, right? So do 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is not gonna be deep enough. It's not gonna be deep enough. Okay, let's just do water or belts. Oh no, let's do water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on every 8 block, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that. All of this will be textured, of course. Also, we'll put down some torches so that we don't get unwanted visitors. Okay. What we could also do is waterlock some stairs in here instead of having the water flow from platform to platform. Have every platform be their own water source. That might actually be a good idea. It's gonna look a lot cleaner as well. It's gonna look a lot cleaner. A bucket of water. Yeah, this is gonna be annoying. If you fall off twice, you're... oh god. You're gonna be so angry. And then I'll probably have like... have them come up here. So that they cannot jump from the ladder over here. Ladders, where are you at? Like that. Just water bucket instead of a ladder. No, it's fine. I think ladders can be as annoying as water. Let's change this out to the honey as well. Honey, honey, honey. Okay. We're looking clean. Yeah, this will not kill, but it's gonna be funny. Morphopose, no. So if you fall through, you don't see the bottom. Kind of evil and annoying. Yeah, but I kind of want to keep all the snow things for like a different dungeon, because I had the idea for doing the Squid Game thing with snow as well, but for another dungeon. I do want to take some slabs and put them here. Just to make it a little more humane to walk up and up. That way they don't have to jump. Right? So that's the thing. Now let's do the doors. So we need to go up what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5th. And on the 6th we put you. And then we do 5 pieces of shaft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one is the same, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's rotate that in line with that thing. I think I can just do that. Oh, it's not going to be in line. Oh well. We still need to do the whole conversion thing, so. I need a speed controller. Speed controllers. Right. So I want this to be a tad slower. And then we go. Boom. Oh no, I need to put a let's do that. And this, so we can put a gear shift in between. Okay, so that matches, which is great. Do that, and then do And then we do our little contraption of bubble switch. Boom. Great. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. How can I? Because that now is gonna look ugly. Oh, I don't think, is that a? Yeah, it's kind of a problem. Kind of is a problem, isn't it? Huh. Huh. Is it a problem? Move the door one to the right. Yeah, but then I have to move the whole room one to the right. Which is fairly easy to do because we have rolled at it, but still. You move forward one. Hello? Okay, that's weird. That never happened before. Hey. So, does this still work? Definitely not. Definitely does not work. Let's do that. Let's get you. Boom. Boom. And boom. Now it should work. All right. Then, our ingenious lock mechanism made out of a vault with an item hatch on it. The item hatch will only, oh god, will only accept, are they in here or are they in ingredients? They are in here. Will only accept small keys. Boom. And then we set up the whole frogport system. So they need the key, then, so this one will be down. How did I set this up again? So I did set up frogport first, technically. Picture, frogport. So we do that, this, and then I did smart observer or threshold switch. Need to check, need to check, need to check. Smart observer, okay. Smart observer, you, and then it was open, and then after a couple of seconds we powered this guy. Hello, Hero Pixels. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing? We'll do that. Shouldn't be powering that guy, I think, but just to be sure, we'll do that. We'll set this one to pulse repeater. You have a license for that? Yeah. Very important to have a lurk license. Maybe that's something that we can do. We can set up a lurk license that you can buy with channel points. So after 10 ticks, I think it was something like that. Right, 10 ticks. And then this will be the same as this guy and this guy. Which we will go back to our stair. That's our base block. I've always wanted to do the thing where you do like people buy like a ticket and it pops up on screen with their name and stuff. Xnap with a channel points. Do you do a backflip, or you'll have to figure out what it does. Oh, we're going into ads. You'll have to figure out what it does. Then we need to get a sign that says, hey, you need to go to keys. Also, we need to get these guys over here. You know what? You can have a full screen of that. So, what do you think of my hat? You like my hat? Bum, bum, bum. The horn should be on the inside though. It's a bit cropped out because my head is too big. My head's too big. Okay, so technically this should work. If I now dump a key in here, this one should do, and then okay, it's too fast. It's too fast. Also, we should technically hook up. I'll probably bring this one down, right? We'll have you come down. We'll have you come down here, because I think that should reach. And then we'll do, boop. Oh, it's too far. Stupid. It's very annoying. What if we come down here? But we have to be careful to not like get in their way. In the way of our boss battle arena. What if we do that? Good. So, now, if I am correct, and I jump a key in, we'll set the timer a little later. Do 30 takes. This one should open, and then after a couple of ticks, this one should send the key on its way all the way over here to, should be coming from over there to that guy. Good. Good. That's good. That also means we can fill in all these walls. And then we need to figure out a way to get this one to work. I don't know how big this roof is gonna be. Those are locked. Don't want to use those. We can take output from here though, if we really wanted to, because this one's always going to be rotating. But this one is going to be switching, so we don't want to do that. Never mind. Let's just bring this one over. Switch this one in rotation. Nope. Wrong way. That way. Vertical gearboxes. How long is the entire SMP planned to be? A year or only a few months? As long as we want it to be honest. As long as we want it to be. There's no real end date set for it. Then the difference here is we want an output, yes, but the output's only gonna be... How do we reset this is the question. I mean, we could do a simple like T flip-flop, right? Because I want it to be on a timer. So we want it to be like 20 seconds. Loot boxes, column, crack a mystery egg. That's a good idea. I was gonna do like a vending machine, but that's also a good idea. It's kind of the same idea, but yeah. Because you don't get the riches. Yeah. So I want this to be... I want this to be a pulse output. How can we make a pulse out of this? I mean, the easiest way of doing that would be a dropper facing into a hopper, right? Or am I wrong? Right? This would be the easiest, right? How to reset the levers? Yeah, that's also a problem. What we could do is we could randomize this guy instead of this guy, right? We could randomize this guy. But how is the question? Or 16 is a pain. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Let's do this. Let's set these Nixie tubes over there. Comparator. So what we could technically do is have a dropper hopper, right? And then just randomize the output, the input. But how is the question? How is the question? I think we need to we need to redo the lock. Maybe have them be buttons to press multiple times hooked up to dispensers. Correct combo unlocks the hopper. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that better, to be honest. So you're still saying use analog levers over here, right, to set the code, and then use droppers over here. Let's see how we do that. Dropper. And then hoppers into it, so that we can send them back, of course. Then we do output out. Of course, we are gonna put these only go to 16, right? The levers, so we only need 16 items in here. Oh, that's not. We do need to lock the hoppers though. Buttons. I'll probably set these back one more so that this is a stone wall. Is that... That's a good idea, right? So we do stone wall. Dropper, dropper, dropper. Hopper, hopper, hopper. Like that. And then we have our code here, basically. Fix on... Wait, am I not seeing YouTube chat? Wait, YouTube, I'm not seeing YouTube chat. YouTube chat stopped. Sorry for the people over on YouTube. Let's try and okay. Excited Piston, that I saw. Hello Mason, welcome in. Sorry that I didn't see it. Blues, welcome in. Sorry that I didn't see you. Was a simple DC server and just realized you were streaming. Okay, thank you for being here. Large mass law, easier collectible. It's true. Are you making? What are you making? Lurk on YouTube. You need a license for lurking on YouTube. That's true. To the person asking what we're making a dungeon for the other people on the server to kind of run. It's a Zelda-like dungeon, Zelda-type dungeon. So we're doing a bit of a puzzle room over here. I'm going to jail then. Hopefully not. Hello, this dungeon. Any shrinking rooms with the walls crushing inwards? That's a good idea. I might actually do that. Any of these dungeons, maybe in another one. I'm so sorry for people on. Why did YouTube stop working? Let me check, because that's stupid. Can I refresh? Chat settings with dockable windows sync. That's annoying. No, that didn't work. Okay. That's annoying. Let me close chat and reopen it. Because I have this thing that lets me see chat in one box, but apparently it's not working. I should have noticed that earlier. Also, thank you for the follow. Is it just YouTube that stopped sending me chat messages? You know what? I'll keep chat open, YouTube chat open on another monitor. So that should now work. YouTube does that sometimes. Yeah, but that shouldn't be a thing. Okay, let's test it out again, right? So we'll do 16 here, 16 there, 16 here, and 16 there. Then we find a nice button. We'll use stone for now. Probably not do stone in real time. That's why I just hopped from YouTube to say hello. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we'll do... Hello? Oh, that's annoying. Because it's gonna read that block right there. Can I hang the Nixie tubes from... Nope, can I hang them from there maybe? That way they shouldn't be reading. No, they still do. Okay. Let's hang them higher. Let's do that. Now we can decorate the little thing. That's gonna okay. No, but we can compensate, right? One item doesn't equal one. Oh wait, it does. But it still is gonna give us a redstone signal, right? Because if I do pain, yeah, redstone is a pain. But we're here for the pain, aren't we? So if I do this, right? We set that to our... What was it again? We did blue, red, green, and what? Green, red, blue, and tough. So we did green, red, blue, tough. Green, red, blue, tough. And then we need our stair again. And if I put these... Green, red, blue, tough. We set these to receive. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. I mean, they can keep pushing till it's a 3, right? But that's sort counts to 3, so it doesn't stack. What about eggs? Because those stack to 16. Right? Those are less of a pain. I knew eggs were better. Those are in ingredients. I need to rebind my my cleanup inventory button because it's getting annoying. 2. Oh god. Even worse. How many is that? 6. Wait, what is it then if you put a stack in here? What's the max output? 3. Oh god, no. No thank you, sirs. Okay, so this is also not an option. I'll see if I can figure out a different way to make a combination lock. If you guys have ideas, right? Books. Yeah, but it's not as visual, right? It's not as visual. I like the idea of having an interface and just having to either flick a lever or push a button. I also like the idea of having the code reset, because then you can't keep reusing the same code. I was just lurking and enjoying the evil you're creating. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Do you have any mods with mechanics other than just create? For your combo log? It's just create. It's just create. Just create. That's all we have. Okay, but we have had a few good ideas. Let's see. Okay, let's see what ideas we had before. We had the idea of using pistons with a sand tower. How? Each bush pushes a sand block away. Yeah, and how are you gonna reset it? How are you gonna reset it? Also, that's just giving us a stack, not a redstone update, right? At those. We had this mechanic. What else did we have? What else do we have? What else can we use? Come on, redstone people. Think about it. Think about it. Could we do something with the factory gauges, maybe? Probably not, right? Probably not. Has to be a way. I kind of want to get back to this idea, right? Because maybe that will work. Because that's technically the same thing as we do here, right? Onto drill that will get transported using chutes, top to the top, placed back again by deployers or something. Yeah. Yeah. That's not a bad idea. I'll keep it in mind. Maybe we'll put it over here. We'll do a little mock-up, right? Piston. Piston will look this direction. We'll grab a drill. And then some sand. That's our idea, right? Kind of want to get back to this though. Okay, let's see if we can figure something out for this. What were the limitations? And well, once the tower gets completely pushed away, the new one that was building on top will drop on a timer or something. Yeah, we could do that. It's not a bad idea. Okay, well, I will test because I want to learn roll, but you probably will fire it out much before me. I do not know about that. Don't know if I'm a lot smarter. BrainXC has stopped working. Yeah. Let's do that. We had something set up like this, right? Or even send a code along the belt. Have chase, remember it? Yeah, I was gonna do Nixie tubes all over the I was gonna do Nixie tubes all over the dungeon setup. Have them hidden away in some spots. Like there has to be a spot in the big hall, right, where you can hide a Nixie tube. That it's pretty, like you can hide a Nixie tube in here, for instance. And like you really have to look into that corner to see the thing. Okay, let's do that, and then we already have our latches, right, that are seeing if the output is correct, which is good because that's what we want. Now what we're gonna do is we'll take you, set these guys to locked, and then we'll take output from here. Now we put a stack in here, stack in here, stack in here, stack in here. The thing is, do we read a stack? How much is that? That's a 1. Okay, so that's annoying. We're back at square one. It's just that this is not seeing. Item frames with comparators. Yeah, but then we're still at the same problem that it doesn't reset the code. We want it to reset the code. Because if we do item frames, we could even do these. Because this one gives you everything in between 1 and 15. This is a difficult one. I would almost say, instead of changing the code up here, change the actual lock over here, right? Change this guy that's comparing to. That's what I'm saying. But the question is how, right? Things is, if we change the code at the bottom, it becomes a guessing game. No, what I would do, so we're hiding the code, right? Let's say, I'm just gonna do this as like an example, right? What did we do? Reds, and then we did green as well, and tough. So we did green, red, blue, tough, right? What I would do is have Nixie tubes hidden away. Like, let's say here, have this guy sit here. It's a green block. Nixie tube on that. And that would be your hint, right? And have that be this in every part of the dungeon. We can have one, and set the, yeah, exactly. So we can change these as well, right? That way we can make it same using, yeah, exactly. That's the idea. And then that way we can go back to our original design, get rid of all this bulky, messy stuff, right? And just have this, no, Nixie tubes up here. or analog levers again. Because I like the fact that we had levers. And that's a lot cleaner. Red, blue, tough. And then, or stair again. And now we just need to figure out how we can change this. Let's pick up all of this trash. Because that's why I had the output here, right? In this Nixie tube. Because then we can just put an output here as well to link to any other thing. But how? How's the question? How do we get to that point? What goes from 1 to 15 and is able... Hello Davey, welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let's see, let's see this. Let's do a Nixie tube, and let's get some shovels. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could do this. This is fairly reliable, right? It's always +2. And that's up 1. And so I think an entire... Yeah, see, we could do that. We could have a barrel set up over here and feed it with shovels. With a random amount of shovels. That's a possibility. Question is how. Because you would almost have to have auto crafters. Those slots are great for signal counting. I do have auto crafters. Yeah, but see, yeah, but you can't reset them easily. I like the idea of using them, but I don't know. If you have an idea on how we could use them, let me know. I'm all ears. I am all ears at this point. So what if we have... I'm just gonna work on my own design. If you have another option, let me know. YouTube crashed on me. Oh, that's stupid. I hate YouTube for that. In that slot with the others locked, eggs, hopper in and out, redstone out to keep the signal in the crafter. Wait, what? So you're saying crafter, this guy, a hopper in, then out, hopper in, then out, and redstone out of the redstone out to keep the signal in the crafter. Yeah, but we still have to reset it. And we want it to go to 15, right? So if I do that, and I fill it up with this guy, that's great. That's only 9. See? I want it to be a max of 15. And I feel like even if I fill it up entirely, it's still a 9. We want it to be 15 at max. So, I don't know. 2 of them, then it's 0 to 20. Yeah, might have something. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that is that. Let's do this. And then we need a fan. And first of all, I'm trying to figure out how to recycle them, right? How to recycle the thingies that we have. Should have built this above ground, now that I realize this. But hey, we're here, we're digging. Are we blowing? Or are we moving down? We're moving down. So we need that to be that way. So if I now do this, this is going to rotate shovels. Very slowly, but we can speed this up. Right, we're rotating shovels. Great. Great. This is going to make that thing look very bulky, but hey. So now we're having an output, which is great. And then what if I did something along the line of this? We put that, so now that's locked. This one will trickle down to 0. Okay, good. All the shovels are in here. We set this one to like, and this is where we can vary, right? We can do 10 seconds in one station, and a couple of other stations can have different ones, and then we do a button. Oh no, and so we need to inverse this signal over here. Invert it, please. Inversion would be great. Right about now. That technically would work, but we would have to be able to save that somehow, because now it's already rotating, right? So it does give us a certain output. It's 4, 5. The last time I went to 11 or 13. Yeah, and then it's go back down again. And then let's say instead of 10 seconds, we do 30 ticks. We'll have it go back to... I mean, I would just set these to be different timings. Because if you do different timings, you would get a different output. It won't be random technically. It would fluctuate between 3 numbers. So let's say our middle is 3, right? Our high would be 2, and our low would be 4. Our high would be 4, and our low would be 2. But if you do different timings on every, that means that you have 3 options for every combination, for every symbol on your combination. So the chance that it would be exactly the same is very small. Right? Or am I thinking about this wrong? Because we've had 2. So we had 4, right? Yeah, okay, it's always going to 4. Okay, never mind, it's not random. Never mind, it's not random. How can we randomize? Okay, let's just... How can we get a random output? There has to be a vanilla way of doing this. Let me... To Google we go. Random... yeah, that's the very vanilla way, right? But then again, it's not very it's not very let me see. So it's shovel, and then whatever, enter pearl works too. Upper locked until correct option. Yeah, no, for sure. See, that was the... Huh? We should be getting an 8, right, as well. 1. Stick, snowball. Stick, snowball. And... I mean, a wooden shovel shouldn't be different. The stick, that's the stone shovel. Three, 1. Where's your third option? Snowball is 1. I mean, look, the easiest way of testing this is... Stone. See? Where's our option? Where's our third option? It's 2 1s, 1 3, right? You should... Okay, let's see what else. This goes to 64, that's what if you chain 2 of them? What do you mean? Chain 2 of them. Like this? If power is at 3, fire another one. Here. I mean, it would be here, right? because then you have 3, 1, and another 3, or another 1, or whatever. It wouldn't make sense to take out your singular option, right? You want to get rid of your doubles, if I'm correct. Because what you want to get rid of is your snowball, right? let's not curse. Chat. I know it's frustrating, but let's get okay. What can we find on the interwebs? Random redstone output generator. 15 channels. I mean, yeah, sure, but that's a whole other. That's not something I wanted to. Yeah, no, I don't want to work with shulker boxes. They are a pain in the butt. Don't want to do that. I've already done that once. I don't want to do that. I know what you're onto. I saw it as well. I've done that once. It's a horrible thing to set up. It's a horrible thing to set up. This is the one you're talking about, right? You can do it up to 15 if you want to. But it's horrible. What's this? That also looks horrible. That also looks horrible. But it doesn't use shulker boxes. This one's tiny. Yeah, I know, but still, it's so annoying to set up. And you would have to make 3. Remember, you have to make 3 of these, right? You have to make 3 of these guys, because you need one for every number. Was that with the 2 and 3-bit randomizer below that? This one? This one? Lower on the page. Huh? Where? This one? Or this one? You'll have to tell me which one it is, because I don't... Oh, this one. Yeah, but that's just... It's a coin flip or a 3-bit randomizer. It's only selecting one of 3 options. It's not giving you 3 different options. That would mean that every number has either a 1 or a 2, or a 1, 2, or 3. Right? Thank you for the follow. Amazingly, I've actually catched the live stream. I and my niece started watching the Create SMP recently. Oh, cool. Thank you. DC. Oh yeah, no. Randomizers are a pain in the behind. I'm not gonna say the other word. You could try and make this thing. You could try and make this thing. Open image and tab. No, I want the image in a tab. I don't want... Can we make sense of this? We have to do this 3 times, people. Remember, we have to do this 3 times. Oh, Drago, I didn't see your message on YouTube. My bad. I'm sorry. YouTube is doing weird things. For some reason. I might... You know what? Let's try and restart StreamerBot. Maybe that'll help. Oh, that's my folders. Can't see that. It's too late now. Y'all have seen it. Okay. Let's see. Can somebody type on YouTube? See if I can see your messages. Hey! YouTube is back. I just realized we're 2 hours in. Yeah, exactly. And we're still on the same problem that we're working on. Of randomizers. I think we'll have to figure out a lock later. That's your homework, people. Homework. Class, y'all have homework. Give me a 4-number combination lock that's able to reset itself. Thank you for the attention. Yeah, YouTube is not... Long streams on YouTube for some reason are broken. And 2 hours is not even that long. Okay, let's... Now that we're here... Let's get these walls in place, right? Something we can do. YouTube chat has some activity issues. Yeah. No, I've noticed it. No, I've noticed it. Never. That's something that I definitely did notice. So what we could do is have some slabs here, because we have this thing and we want to not see that, right? So what if we have the floor on this level, right? Go up a little step, and we use, for that we use some scoria slabs, right? Twitch chat has some root development spam issues. It's fine. It's as long as you're actually trying to help and you're not spamming stuff randomly, you're good. So this is going to be where we get our big key or our master key for the boss room over there, which is going to be a whole other problem. We have to figure out how to do boss fight mechanics in vanilla Minecraft, which is a whole other problem, right? Replace. Oh no, we'll fill. Fill. Carry on, trial spawner. Oh, dude. I don't want to do trial spawners because trial spawners you can't really control, right? They either spawn or they're on cooldown. So what I have been doing is using normal spawners. Oh no, that's ugly. Cut scoria, please. Thank you very much. What I have been doing, can I show you what I have been doing? probably can. So what I have been doing is I've been using normal spawners because we can carry those, right? And then use a system that activates them or deactivates them based on right. If they're active, they're off. If they're not active, they're on. So if you can see over here, need to get back inside. If you can see, we have spawners up on those towers. They're both a skeleton and a zombie spawner. And if you come in here, let me, right, you fought some of these guys, and you've got a piece of a bone and a piece of rotten flesh. So you can put them in here and in here, and that will turn off the spawners for a minute, right? So you can turn them off. Same thing goes for any other spawner in the thing, in the dungeon. You can control the spawners, and that's why I don't want to use trials chamber spawners, is because you can't control them. You can't tell them when to spawn or when not to spawn. But over here, I want to do like an actual mini boss fight. So what I was thinking is one of those more dangerous mobs, maybe, but not the very difficult ones. Like the Ravager, that's going to be a boss fight for sure, right? Put a Ravager in a room and you have to. Warden, that's a boss fight. That's not a mini boss fight. What Minecraft version? It's 1.21 if I'm correct. 1.21.1. But how do you restock the Ravager? Oh, you have them sitting underneath here, and then when they come in, you just have a minecart, drop them off. Where you get them, raid farms. Where do you get them? Raid farms. As easy as that. I kind of want that to be a slab. Okay. What else is something? Guess links don't send. Yes, that's true. Links do not send. Cave spider spawners plus spider spawners. Yeah, but there. See, the things between a boss fight, the difference between a normal mob fight and a boss fight is mob fights is just they spawn. You defeat them. That's it. A boss fight is a boss fight. Think of a wither fight. It's a one guy, and if you defeat it, you get something in return, right? Versus, dude, I would lose 100%. So like Evoker, I think is a boss fight, right? An Evoker is a boss fight because he is annoying to get. And yes, you can give him like something annoying, Endermites maybe, to kind of spawn, because we could do Endermite spawners. But an Evoker is very much something that we could have as a mini boss. Guardians as well, that's a mini boss fight, right? I don't want to do something with an iron golem. Because these guys, if you're fighting them, that's an annoying fight. Like if you have nothing to go up from, that's an annoying fight. Let's pick you up. Let's put you down right here so you're not in my way. Send to the Discord. Ooh, redstone? Redstone? Oh, you've sent it to me. Next time, put it in the Discord himself, in the right channel. But sure. Yeah. So I would do something like that. Force them to deposit an iron nugget or a rose for the actual key, right? That's the plan. The question is what boss fight, what mini boss fight do we want to do? What's something that's annoying to fight, but it's not like very dangerous or very... I really want to do something with custom command blocks, but that's a block placer. Yeah, we've got this guy. Where is it? Where is he? We've got this one. Elder Guardians. That's going to be a water dungeon. That's not for this dungeon. But I do like the idea of catching an Elder Guardian is going to be a pain though. But we'll figure it out. Can it build an iron? Oh yeah, 100%. Of course it can build an iron golem. The problem with the iron golem is we have to make it angry. They also don't die on land. Yeah, no, that's true. But I want it. I think fighting an Elder Guardian in water is more annoying than on land. Piglin brutes are an option. Those pack a punch, right? The Hoglin is also an option. Blaze Breeze mix. That's a good idea. That's for like a lava or a fire dungeon though. You gotta keep in mind, this is the starter dungeon, right? This is the first dungeon that people are running. They don't have any gear. The only thing that they have is a shield and a sword, right? They don't have any armor. They don't have any range weapons. Iron Golem. Okay, but what do you do as a boss fight then? Because I was gonna do the Golem for a boss fight. Because we could do the Golem. That's easy work. We could have like a shoot. Let's say we're gonna make this higher though. The only shield, no way up to go. It's a hard fight. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do a boss fight. That's what I wanted to make it a boss fight. And like have a mechanic where they can push buttons to activate platforms that they can stand on. This is the mini boss fight. This is the one that you fight before going into the boss room. This would be the boss room itself. So I was gonna do Iron Golem here, and then something smaller in here, but still annoying. But for an Iron Golem, you could do Illusioners. No, there's no Illusioners. Not that I know of, at least. And you could like build the Golem in this little chamber and then drop it down. Witches. We could do witches. Witches are annoying. We could do witches. And maybe we do like we do 2 witches but on a platform. Right? We have like 2 platforms. Both witches are on a platform. And you have to get onto the platform using some parkour. Maybe? What's something that witches always drop? redstone and a sugar. Add a blaze and you got a deal. I kind of want to keep blazes for a different one. Because I'm probably going to use blazes as a general mob. More than one. Yeah, I was going to do 2, but have them stand on like a... give the witches a range advantage, basically. Because if you do this, right? Sticks and a pot of healing, potion of healing. That's what I always drop. 100%. If we do this. I know we have world edit, but sometimes placing blocks manually is kind of fun. No, they don't have a 100% drop rate. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right, and we have a witch on that end and a witch on that one. And then we can do like some parkour staircases. And then we can still add the endermites on the floor. Just to kind of annoy you. Right? Right? We have endermite spawners in the middle. Spawning endermites. That kind of annoy you. Had an aneurysm right there. So we do something like that. Give them a platform right there. Give them platform right here so that they can get on, and then another platform right here, so they have to jump on to get to one witch, and then they have to get back off to get to the other one. Is that an option, chat? That an option? Moving platforms, it is create after all. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use moving platforms in the boss room. Have them move slightly up and down. Okay, that I like. I don't want them to move a lot, but if there's a little bit of movement, I'm down with that. We could also do like singular platforms. Have like that. Is that a doable jump? No. So we want it to be 2 apart. 1 down. But I kind of want it to be... Can I not? I kind of want it to be that. Maybe if I use slabs in the corner. Kind of move it down. Yeah, and then we move these in and out, but like not all together. I like that. And then we'll have the same on this side. I do kind of want to have boss bars, which is annoying. Because that's not something you can do in vanilla Create. Or in just Create. Gotta say the name of the series, right? Gantry is awesome for moving parts. That is true. That is a true statement. Let's make our battlefield first. Don't want this to be all smooth. Want it to be a bit annoying to walk on. Around the pillar jumps always a pain. Yeah, you're already gonna be catapulted with potion effects from the witches. I don't think you need more annoyances. I think you're gonna be blasted with potions effects. That's one. Plus, you're gonna have a silverfish spawner in the middle of the room, meaning that if you go down, you're swarmed by silverfish. I think that's going to be enough for annoyances. We don't want it to be too cruel, and also we want to keep multiple flash on the same mover. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We just connect them, and we have them go back and forward. That's what I was thinking. Yes. Minecraft Legends is free with Prime. Is it? They don't update that game anymore. It's okay. I liked it though. For the first, the moment you got anywhere that was good, it got annoying because people did not play it seriously. I like the fact that we've got some holes here and there. Boom, boom, like that. Then we'll do chain from the roof. That's gonna hold a this oh, that means, oh no, I need to find another stronghold. Which is annoying. If you wish to be evil, make some balls a full block rather than a slab, so they require a jump. That's so bad. Like, you mean like this, and then just that? That's actually really, yeah, I like it. Because then, yeah, they do have to jump. Okay. I think this is enough. I think we've been bullying them enough. I think we've peppered our little battleground enough with stuff that they are gonna hate. Just trying to think like a fox with no tails. Oh yeah. So this is going to be silverfish right there. Add some above the ground slabs. For what? I mean, I'm not opposed to slabs, but for what? Height. I to make it. Oh yeah. Like you don't need to use slabs. You can use copycat panels, because then I can actually like. Then I can actually just take the texture of the floor. Right, but that's detail in my eyes, because like that is not gonna make some of the holes unjumpable. No, they have to be able to get out. That's one thing. There always has to be a way out. But like that is looking a lot better. And then over here, I'm probably just gonna do walls. So that 1, our witches cannot get out. 2, you can get in. That's gonna be witch. I mean, I kind of want them to be able to avoid any incoming things. Also, okay, let's do this. The holes in the floor can link towards the water. Previous one, but that's evil. No. Okay, this is a Zelda kind of move where every boss fight is contained within one room, and I do kind of like that mentality, because if you have to switch rooms between a boss fight, it's annoying. It's not fun anymore at that point, right? And you're already annoying people by the fact that you're giving them silverfish to just kind of bum them out, I guess. But yeah, let's do easy. Let's do. Can I get 2 witches? Warden, witch. The twin witches of the west. Let's go survival mode. Let's see if they target me. Oh, dude, this is what I want. Oh yes, give me slowless, give me everything. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. Oh god. Yeah, without a shield, this is undoable. And then you need to kind of, and you have to get close as well. Okay, maybe we do need to give you an option to get in there. The cool thing about witches is they're not actually going to kill you with potions, because potion of harming, only no, potions of poison. Can I? Okay, I can't. I want to get in. What if I do that? Boom. And then I can get in, but I can't get back out, which is a problem. Which is a problem. Get it? I do middle one is back towards a lantern to get on. Oh. No, you know what? Okay, we did that and then this. Yes. And then you say middle one is back. Carpet on the corner, but then the witch can get out. Or not. Also, I don't think carpet on the corner counts. On walls. I think that's only fences, right? Oh, it does work. Does trapdoor or does panel on wall work? Because I would much rather have something that I can texture myself. Okay, panel works as well. I think I'm gonna do panel. Or we do that and then have this guy here. Because those are jumps you can't make, but you can get back down from here. Right? You can do boom and then get back down. I think I might do that. Yeah, that's annoying. Dude, and getting pelted by the other witch while you're... Oh, wait. Can you? I mean, they can try. Oh, you can't. Oh, that's cool. I don't think you can make that jump. Or at least not easily while getting pelted by potions. Okay, I think we've got our layout of the room, right? Now we just need to make it look a little bit better. Now we need to make it look a little bit better. I'll wait with the roof because I do want to get some mechanics in first. That's all going to be stone. What else can we add? Do we want to do... I kind of want to do pots as well. That's also something that we have to add over here. Breakable pots. Because that's how they get food. Or only items. Can you drop mobs in with those chains? That's how we drop mobs in. Let's put you back on peaceful so that I don't have to deal with those guys. But I kind of want to add some of these guys as well. That way they can get some more food. Or only items. I mean, the chain over here, that's for mobs. That's going to be silverfish. Those are going to be annoying. But we can add like a pot here. We could add a pot over here. And have those reset, right? Give them food and stuff. I don't want to put a pot over there. Wait, what? That's weird. Maybe do. How do you reset pots? Oh, dude. I have this ingenious system, right? Where do I have a good... I think this is the best way to show it. So, we have a deployer right here that's filled with decorated pots. And we have a guy that fills it with apples. So basically what happens is you can... If you have a sword, right? You can break these. Get the food... Eat the food to regen your health, and then on a timer, this one is set to 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, that deployer is going to put a new pot in, and it's going to load it back up with apples. Right? That's how you reset the pots. I can do the same with grass. So this guy over here, if we shave it, we get a carrot over here. And then after some time, it's going to replant the grass. Can you autocraft these spots? Yes. So I showed you before is the hidden villager that sells you... where is he? Creative. This guy. This is a secret. So if you do watch other guys, do not tell them this. This guy is hidden in here. He sells you... sweeping edge for 100 bricks. So the more pots that you break, the better, because you can buy that book from him. And then those will be returned over here. This one I think is pots, so this one is full of pots, and they will be auto-crafted into pots and put back into this vault. That's the whole idea behind it. At the end of the dungeon, have them return the bricks. Yes, at the end of the dungeon, I'll have a system where they can put all their gear, so their sword, their shield, the things that they want to keep, they can put into a storage vault, and the rest is going to get recycled into the to build that in survival. Oh, it will be, yes. This is not something that I'll do in the next episode. This is something that I'll do in like 2 or 3 episodes. So a couple of weeks from now. What's price? Good price for entry? Oh, there's not going to be a price for entry. People are just going to be able to play this. I might set prices on other things, like potions and stuff. No wager system. No wager system. The wager system is if you die in a dungeon, all your gear is gone. All your gear is gone. That's the wager system. I think I'll just do a dome roof, I guess. That lock, that's something. Okay, let's see. Somebody sent me an idea for that lock, right? Minecraft forums. Let's see. Jackal, don't need that. Should add a parody room where you can pay emeralds to disable difficult mechanic, like freeze the moving platforms. They can already control those, so if they come up here, they've got access to 2 controllers. So if they want to speed up a platform or slow it down, they can. So yeah, I like them on 8. Finger licking golden chicken. Oh god. Salty position and salty. Hi, welcome in. I'm just gonna call you chicken. That's a long name. Let's see what they just send. Side view. So hello, I've created a quite compact signal strength randomizer. It's fully random. Visualizes a compact signal strength adder. Want to play a game? Depends on the game. I'm already playing a game, to be honest. One slice without the adder. I'm already not liking the game that you're trying to play. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work as well. See, you're wrong on that second one. I am streaming on YouTube. I'm also streaming on Twitch. But yeah, no, please don't. Please don't. Seems like spam, yeah. We still need a lock though. Still need a combination lock. Anyone up to the challenge? I'll see what we can do, but okay, so that is going to be, that's going to give us enough space to jump from the platforms, and then we'll do that. Okay, I think we're good here. We've got positions for pots. That's good. We'll set up some positions. Oh, we do need to do this guy. Oh, that's the combination lock. Never mind. The room looks good though. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good mini boss fight room. And then over here we'll get some. I kind of need to. No, I do have enough space, so we can do some pots over here. These all have apples in them for some reason. Probably because I picked them up. Maybe we add a chest in as well, just to kind of spruce up the variation. And then over here, what do we do? Do we want to do a potion of healing? They get 1 or 2 potions of healing, maybe? Do we want to do that? I kind of like the idea of giving them potions. No. I want them to be able to use them at will, right? So once they enter here and they use them, they're screwed for here, because then they don't have their potions anymore. If they save them, they have them for the boss fight as well. That's kind of the idea that I'm going with. What are you building? We're building a dungeon for my server friends to play. Well, we're designing a dungeon for my server friends to play. I think that's the right dimension. We'll have to move these up a little bit more. I need to check. Is this the... This is the chest room, yes. So it's 5 wide, 2. And how deep? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 deep, yes. Keep that open for now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's good. It took me into that troll. Accent is that noticeable? I don't know. I've always been told my English is pretty good. But then I talk to anyone who's actually a native English speaker, and then I kind of freeze. Then I kind of go, huh? What did I do? I think I did you polished. We did these guys for the stairs. Shadowed shells. I don't really know shells. I feel wrong to do a southern accent, but if you try, you don't sound European. I know. But still feels wrong to do an accent that isn't yours. I know. My accent is kind of a mix between any other accent that I've played a game in. That's it. That's all it is. I started playing Pokemon very young, at a very young age, and I kind of grew up with... Because the thing is, I got Pokemon. I got my very first Pokemon game from a flea market in a small town here within the country, which is cool, but the only version that I got was the English one. So I had to figure out English on my own, basically. And by the time we got to high school, where we actually learned English in school, I could already understand most of it. My number still? No. It's been so long that I kind of want to do a Pokemon marathon stream one day, if I ever have the time to do it, and like play one game from every generation in order. Which sounds ridiculous, right? Sounds like crazy amount of hours to spend, which it is. But on the other hand, it's also very doable. It's pretty doable if you think about it. It's what, somewhere around 300, like it's a month of work. But if I'm actually like content creation wise, doing it full time, and a month is a month. That's easy. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. One day, maybe. One day. That's a trap chest. We don't want to do trap chests. We want to do that guy. I think that's... It is correct. It is correct. Then I did... What's the builder's jetpack mod? It's basically a jetpack, but worse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get this chest in, and then I'll read the rest of your messages. Oh, who got their portion? Yummy. It's a good one, Yummy. It's a good one. They're gonna focus. Go on, focus. Come on, focus. Almost. You're almost there. Come on, focus. At least focus on my hand. Come on. It's not that hard. Come on, focus. There you go. True wisdom is found in happiness. That's your fortune for today. Another fortune? Let's see. Ooh. Root, this is for you. Come on, focus. It's always a fight with this camera. A lifetime of happiness is in store for you, Root. So if wisdom is found in happiness, you're gonna have a lifetime of wisdom. There you go. There's your fortunes. Oh, that's my backside. We don't need to see the backside. Let's see what were people. What cool things can you do with a cannon for Create? It's mostly just rebuilding stuff that you've already built, basically. Let's just take this thing. Open lifetime. Yeah. What's the builder's jetpack? So basically, what the builder jetpack is, it's a jetpack. You've got fuel. It uses an extreme amount of fuel, but it lets you. I think. Wait, how does it work again? Do I need to have it in my offhand? I don't know. Somehow this should work, but I don't know. Inventory, then shift and space to fly. Oh, there you go. And this is all fine and dandy. It's annoying though. Oh wait, you can stay? That's cool. Okay. It's maybe consumes automatically. Yeah, it's very expensive though. So I don't know. I don't like the sound effects. I would turn those off. And that's the builder jetpack. Hovers always, yeah. Can you dig? How can you dig a hole with the schematic cannon? You make a hole, and then you select that hole. So it's all air spaces basically. And then you select here, replace solid with empty. And then it's gonna place air blocks. Which, I mean, is fine. It's a schematic, but then again, it can it can build iron golem. I think it can, yeah. But I don't think it'll be a good option for the dungeons, because I mean, not really a good option. It's not really an option for this dungeon. What I would do, let me give you a demonstration, right? Think that this is the dungeon room, right? The boss room. This is the boss room. As we all know, this looks like a boss room, right? I need it to be a 3x3. And then hidden within the mixture of diorite, because we have this nice looking diorite, right? If you put this high enough and you put a bucket of powdered snow, it's gonna look weird, but if you put it high enough, people are not gonna notice. Definitely if you're kind of mixing the powdered snow and like blend it out a little bit, right? And so what you do is you build your golem here. So you set your deployers. Let's see. Can I create? Can I create? Is the question. I can create. So we do that. We do that, that, and that, and that. Then we'll use a. I need to figure out where everything is. Iron block, a block of iron. There we go. We'll get some good old-fashioned these guys on there, and then we go into here. I think a jack-o'-lantern is in natural blocks, or is it not? Is it in combat as armor? Okay, maybe not. Jack. Wait, isn't there pumpkin? This one. Bark pumpkin. So we'll do. Oh, we need 4. So we'll give you a stack. Give you a stack. Give you a stack. Give you a stack. And give you a stack of these. But the elevator will work in the dungeon. Should build that. That's also an option. Yeah. So what I would do here is have this set up so it always places these guys. And then have a sequence gear shift over here. Okay, and now if you power, how can I do this easily? So we can see the end result as well. Okay. Button. So when you enter the room, and he falls through the ceiling, and then you find a way that he aggroes on the player. I don't know how we do that. Maybe we put I don't know, maybe we put something. Oh, hello. Oh, it's probably because this guy set for too long. There you go. Oh, needs to be 3. There you go. Oh, wait, what? Huh? That's annoying. That's annoying. Yeah. So that way you can kind of always get one. It's kind of annoying, but what we need to do is kind of break this one so it resets itself. That's annoying, but okay. Now we have iron golems everywhere. But that's the idea for the boss room itself. That's something we might work on next stream if I don't have work on the actual server. What time is it? We've been going for almost 3.5 hours. That's crazy. We did get a lot of work done though. I'll finish up the chest over here off stream. I don't know if I want to do the boss room on stream. I kind of do. I don't know, we'll figure something out. But I do think that all of you have been very helpful. That's one thing that I can say for sure. If you guys have ideas for the technical locks, let me know in the Discord. Oh, that's my voice. I don't want to hear my voice. I don't want to hear my voice. But if you have ideas for the lock, let me know. That way I can implement it. If I'd go with the shulker box randomizer regardless, because yeah, I think so too. One day I'll figure it out. Anyone we can go and say hi to? Who can we say hi to? Who's making some stuff? Anyone we know that's live? I don't think so, really. Let's go and say hi to Moxswamp. Let's go and say hi to Moxswamp. He's building cyberpunk stuff, so if you're over on Twitch, go and say hi to Moxswamp. Moxswamp. He's a great guy. Does some cool stuff. So, thank you for being here. Hope you have a good weekend. I'll be back live on Thursday, I hope. And Wednesday we'll get a video out, so be ready to watch it. I'll see you all then. Thank you. Bye.